Okay, and hello, welcome to my explanation videos. For some maths is cool, maths is understandable. We first start with the question. The ratio of the acute angles in a right triangle is 2 to 7. What is the measure of the smaller angle? A 70 degrees, B 30 degrees, C 20 degrees, and D 40 degrees. So first we have to understand what the fuck is a triangle. So a triangle has 3 sides, obviously, and 3 angles. So in this question we are talking about a right triangle, which means the triangle has a degree with the width of 90 degrees. An angle with 90 degrees. And the triangle here, it has 180 degrees total, which means these 90 degrees here that we have already consume 50% of what the triangle has to offer with degrees. So these two have to add up to 90 degrees in total. So the ratio here will be 2 to 7. Yeah. So 2, sorry. We have 90. That's what we need to sum up here. And the ratio is 2 to 7, and it's 2 plus 7 is 9. So basically we have 9x is the same as 90. So it's not hard to see that x here is 10. We go back, we divide through 10. We have 1x is 10. So we have here the ratios between these angles. So one of them has to be 2. So 2x is 20. One of them has to be 20 degrees. And the other one's got to be 70 degrees. So the right answer here would be C, 20 degrees. Thank you very much. Okay, so welcome back. We now discuss the back and forth. That is a technique that is called a Dreisatz in German. And basically, you see a number, let's say 2000, and you want, let's say, 14% of it. So how do you do that? It's quite simple. If the percentage that you want is not way too easy to calculate, you want to take your total here and divide it by 100. You see, 2000 is 100%. It's the total. And if you divide 100% by 100, it will become 1%. So by dividing 2000 with 100, you get 20. And 20 is 1% of 2000. Now we want 14%. So we multiply 1% with 14, which will become 14%, and we do the same with our 20 here. So we go 20 times 14, and this should be 208. Wait, 280. Sorry, it's 280. So 280 is 14% of 2000. Okay, so welcome back. We have here a salesman earns 8% commission on every item he sells. If he sells 8 items at an average cost of $150 each, how much does he make in a commission? So the question here, simplified, is what is 8% of 150 times 8? So the easiest way to calculate this is first we take 150 that we have and we multiply it with 8, because we calculate 8 of those. So that is 1,200. This is the big number that we need 8% of. So we have 1,200. And how do we get to 8%? We see 1,200 as 100%. This is the total. We need 8%. How do you get from 100 to 8? In a dumb way, I assume. You go 100 divided by 10 and you go times 8. We have 8%. 100 and 1 and 8. So we do the same at the other side with our 1,200. So first we take the 1,200, we divide by 100, which is 12. And then we do not need 1%, but we need 8%. So we have 12, which is 1%, and we multiply it by 8, and we get 96, which is 8% of 1,200. So the answer here is A, $96. Okay, so welcome back. Now we have the problem. Michaela baked 40 cupcakes for the school bake sale, which is 80% of the total cupcakes she needs to bake. How many more cupcakes does Michaela need to bake? Okay, again, too many letters, we simplify into numbers. So she has 40, and these 40 are 80% of 100%. So we take the 40, and this is 80%. But we want 100%. So we go with the back and forth. Easy here, divided by 4. We go back, we divide both sides by 4, which is 10 is 20%. This already looks a lot easier, so 20% is a fifth of 100%. So we go up, again we go forth, we strike, we punch, we jump, and we multiply both sides by 5. We have 50 is 100%. So here you see 40 she has, and she needs 50. How many more does she need? The right answer here is C, 10. Now we are talking about this task. A candy store charges $1.50 per ounce of candy. What is the cost of a bag of candy that weighs 1 pound and 4 ounces? So I had to Google. 1 pound is 16 ounces. So we already have the numbers, we don't need the letters too much. We have 1 pound, P, and this is 16 ounces. And on top of that, 1 pound that he sells, we add 4 ounces. So we just have 20 ounces, we don't need the pounds too much. And the candy store charges $1.50 per ounce. So 1 ounce is $1.50. And it's pretty clear. We have 20 ounces, and every ounce is $1.50. So we multiply by 1.5, which will be 30. Easier calculation, we have 20 times 1 is 20, and 20 times 0.5 is 10. And we just add 20 and 10 here, and we get 30. So the correct answer here is B, $30. So now we come back to an inequality. I am going to write down the answers here. So we have A, 1 and -1. We have B, -2 and 4. We have C, -1 and 3. And we have D, 3 and 2. Wow, this got really tilted, huh? So, this is kind of a task where you have to try out the different possibilities. So we have the inequality y smaller than -2x plus 1. So here I'm going to visualize, if you try out all the things, I'm going to start from the bottom with D. So it puts the left number here as the y and the right number as the x. And as most know, negative times negative is positive, so we have -2 here and -2x here, which will equal into just 4. So we start from the bottom with D here. We put in the 3, we have 3 is smaller than -4 plus 1. 3 is not smaller than -3. So that is wrong. And then we have C here. -1 is smaller than -4. Oh no, -6, sorry, I looked at the bottom. Then we get -6 plus 1. So -6 plus 1 is -5, which is smaller than -1, so this is wrong too. And then we have B, very tilted B again. We have -2 is smaller than -8 plus 1, which is -7, which is smaller than -2. A very negative here. This is wrong too. So then we go to A, we put in the 1 is smaller than 2 plus 1. Very simple. 2 plus 1, everyone knows is 3. So 1 is smaller than 3, this is the correct answer. I don't know why it's written wrong here, but A